something that's unique to the W that obviously does not exist in the NBA is women taking maternity leaves, right? Candace, talk me through the process of stepping away from the game and having to deal with raising kids and going through that whole maternity situation.
You know what's so crazy is I remember when I found out I was pregnant, immediately I shifted to like, well, when am I gonna come back? Because I was coming off of Rookie of the Year MVP. Mm-hmm. And I think the amount of lights and what's gonna be her following act, those questions like were all around me. And I had my daughter in my belly and was like, okay, how am I gonna navigate this? It was more so, are people gonna continue to question whether I can do this and come back and be the same? Now, mind you, as soon as I found out when I was due, I immediately circled when I wanted to come back. And so there wasn't maternity leave, there wasn't paid maternity leave. The leave
Thank you, I'm so glad
there
you
was
said
none of that. And so, you know, fortunate enough, we were okay, but it was more so about getting back to the game. And so 53 days later, after having my daughter, I stepped on the court. Should I have? Probably not. What did that come with? It came with, at that time, we were sharing rooms in the WNBA. So I had to buy out my half of the room so my mom could come and stay with my daughter. I was nursing, you know, before the game, at halftime. I was buying my mom's ticket to get to the games with us on the commercial flight. Yeah, so all that came with it. But I just wanted to be back out there and play. And it was Lisa Leslie's last year. So I wanted to get back and be able to play with her before she retired. But when I tell you, like, it was a challenge because the thing I wanted the most in the world, immediately my reaction was, how are people going to react? You know? And
how did they?
I think for the most part, I heard the whispers about how she would never be the same or how I wouldn't be able to balance both or, you know.
But there were others that had children prior to that
not at the start of their
bouncing,
career,
right?
yeah, but
not the number one draft pick.
No, Tina had
Dylan when she was 34.
Okay,
30,
so
I think she was like 31,
so a
32.
little bit older, not at the start.
Not at the start of the career, and so basically, like my daughter
She's
and
the
I,
number one pick.
Yeah,
the year before, and so my daughter and I, we grew up together.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
I'm super grateful that she was a part of my career because I don't know what I would have done, honestly. Like she kept me grounded, she kept me humble. She was that reminder that it was bigger than basketball. Yeah. And so she gave me an identity for the first time where I put the ball down to make sure she was good. And I had never done that in my life. Basketball had always come first. And so that was one of those realizations that, like, if I do lose the game or if I do have to step away or when the ball does stop bouncing, like, I can be other things. And so I think she challenged me to, like, be able to go out and find those other things.
1,000%. Including playing soccer against my daughter. So